Hey guys, welcome back to another video with me. Okay, so I know I did a planning with me video a couple of months ago, but I feel like I have changed so much of my actual planning skills and like the things I use to plan things a bit more now that I'm actually not only doing certain things, because like before when I was planning I only had YouTube and blogging going on, so now I have college too, so I plan things out in a different format now. So I thought of making this video for you guys because a lot of people have been asking me how I plan things out, how do I content plan. So I wanted to make a full video of like how I plan my day, week, month-ish things, and also how I content plan. So stick on, subscribe if you like this video because obviously you will like it, and also like and share, and also don't forget to comment something down below because I mean all of those things help with the algorithm, which in case helps with me. So yes, thank you guys. Okay, let's get into the video. If anyone has not watched my first planning video, I suggest you go watch that. It's in the eye and also link down in the description if you want to watch that. As per that video, if you have watched that, you probably know that I told you that I hate planners and I don't use planners. A lot has changed since that day because I also told you that I change my planning systems like literally every day. So this might not last for more than a week. It's already been a week since I incorporated this new planning technique. So I guess we can assume that maybe in like 2-3 days it'll change me planning my life. I will come up with another planning video, you never know. So like I said in that video, I don't use planners, but now since I started classes, since I have a lot of work to do and actually planning systems to incorporate into my life, I started using my planner again. This planner is actually from Typo. I got this in, I think it was December last year, and I didn't use it until like last week. So like we have a lot of events, and like not events exactly now, we have a lot of projects due these days and like classes to attend. I don't know when and what. I keep opening the tab on my laptop and being like, what class do I have today? Because that's what I did like previously, and I didn't want to keep doing that because that's annoying. And also like I have a planner, why waste it, you know? So what I did was I take my planner and I write things down. So a good way to write things down in your planner is obviously to use color pens, because I mean you have so many events and things going on in your life, you might as well use color coding systems to stay organized. Red and pink is for YouTube stuff, and yeah, mainly YouTube stuff, and then I have no idea what the other colors are. So greens for workouts, then bluey thingies are for like headlines and like content planning stuff, and finally black is for classes, like my classes, like everything I have. See, I've written it in black over here. It says 9 to 11, I have a weekly briefing, and then 3 to 5 additional sessions, and all of that's already black. And now I also have purple. I don't know why I use that. I don't use that. So the brands I use, the marker, like the pens I use are the Pilot Juice pens. I got these for classes actually, and I also use them to plan my day out. Adorable pens, and they write really smoothly. And I also love the, what are these called? Muji gel pens. I also use the Muji gel pens in the colors of blue and pink, mainly because this is like light blue and this is like kind of dark blue, and the pink is amazing because this is like dark pink and this is like light pink. And I also have like one fine liner, like the mild liner highlighter, because I mean they're like super expensive and like they don't deliver to Sri Lanka because like you get taxed. So I kind of like bought one off eBay. I use them to write the headings on my planner so that it's kind of clear, you know. Okay, so that is what I use my planner for. Basically, okay, I kind of made note of all the things I do so that I don't exactly forget which ones I use for my planning things, because I mean I have a memory of a person who forgets a lot. Okay, so I do that. I jot down dates on my planner, but before I actually do that, I forgot to mention I update my Google Calendar. I mean, Google Calendar is an amazing platform that anybody can use for literally anything, you know. So as you may know, Google Calendar has tabs for various different types of things. Basically said, let me quickly open Google Calendar because you can make tabs for different aspects of your life. So even on Google Calendar, I will show you that in a second, because in Google Calendar, as you can see, I have events numbered as things like YouTube is obviously red because I also watched it in another video of a person who said that YouTube is red, so that it easily kind of matches it in your brain as YouTube. So that's why I, you know, kind of labeled it red. And then I also have holidays in green. Let me kind of show you. Okay, that's the wrong one. I kind of Okay, so I have my classes and schedules in kind of a pinkish reddish thing over there, and my blog posts are in purple. If you go into the daily view, you can see that. If you check, I have various different types of tabs in my Google Calendar. Blog posts are in purple, so okay, that is why I have the purple. Got that. So yeah, I mean, purples for blog, deadlines, and then I have like my Sunday school stuff, which is in yellow, and novel, which I kind of haven't worked in a long time. So yes, I have like different types of color tags in Google Calendar so that it's easier for me to like keep account of all the things. So when I plan it out in my Google Calendar, I know that okay, if it's blue, it's my morning routine or whatever. If it's red, it's YouTube only, and if it's this, it's that, and like it works in my brain. Okay, so yes, that's Google Calendar. And then we also use, what do we use? Yes, and then the third thing that I actually am in love with, and I do die for this, is making to-do lists. So yes, I plan things out in my Google Calendar. I also write things down in my planner. I do all those things, but those are just events. I don't actually plan out my days or my life like in detail in my planner or my Google Calendar. I use to-do lists. Let me show you my to-do list formats. So it's actually kind of inspired by Lauren Dawn, if that's even how you pronounce that name, and Julia K Crist, because those people are like the planning queens, and also Sadie Aldis, because I mean she's amazing at planning. But this method I kind of figured it out from Julia. So you write the name of the date, like if it's Monday or Tuesday or whatever, you write that in big fonts, and then this is like a previous to-do list that I could find in like such short notice, you know, and then you circle things in like put a circle, and then you write the thing that you want to do that day. So I have written wake up at 6 a.m. and if you complete waking up at 6 a.m. you color the circle, and then you cut it out, and if you have colored everything in that day, that means successful. And don't stress out about, you know, your to-do list being crossed off precisely, because you don't need to cross out every to-do list that you write in your to-do list, you know, because that is unhealthy and toxic productivity, because you don't have to complete everything. You will just get burnt out and stressed. A tip for writing to-do lists is that put your most important things on your to-do list and don't overdo it, because when you overdo something, it's kind of like stressful to your mind and it doesn't process well and everything like that. I also make to-do lists on my phone, which also then syncs between my laptop, because I do it on my notes app. That's one good thing about having like syncing abilities of this stuff. If you want to use digital tools to make your to-do lists or your planning stuff, I suggest use something that syncs between your phone and your laptop. So like if you don't have the same, if you don't have a MacBook and an iPhone, you can't use Notes, because Notes only goes between the two devices. But if you have something like OneNote or like, I don't know, Word, or like something that you can download on both devices, I suggest you do that, because then anywhere you go in the day, even if you don't have your phones on you, which is unlikely, you suddenly have only your laptop, you can still do freaking things on your laptop. So here's a to-do list thing that I have prepared. I always like to write the title on my to-do list on my notes app, and also add like tiny little emojis of how I'm feeling that day, because I mean, come on, emojis are there to brighten up your day. So I use like butterfly emojis, plants, hearts, sunflowers, sparkly emojis, and like all those things, so that it brightens up my to-do list and I actually feel like doing it. And the best thing about using the notes app to make to-do lists is that you can just tick the box and it just gets cut. And I also incorporate this method of like, if I actually didn't wake up on Monday at 7 a.m. let's say, I strike through that to-do so that it's not cut, but I know I didn't do that. Is it clear? I don't know if it's clear. So if I actually finish a task, I tick it. Obviously, like ticking is what it means to like finish a task, right? But if I didn't finish it, or if I didn't have the time to do it, or if I didn't do it, like wake up at 6 a.m. and I actually woke up at like 10 a.m., I would just strike through that event or like to do that I written, so that at the end of the day, there are things that I couldn't do, and there are things that I strike through, so that I know, okay, the strike through ones were like because I'm like lazy and stuff, and the ones that I actually didn't tick, those ones I need to move on to the next day. Things like waking up at 6 a.m. if I strike through that, I know that was because I was stupid, like lazy, and I didn't do it. Yeah, so that's a good thing to like kind of maintain, because it's helpful and all of that. Okay, so that's like tip 3. You can also do it on like notebooks. and digital things. I kind of switch between both because I like using my notebook also, and I also like sometimes just planning things out on my phone because I'm too bored writing my to-do list. You can use both methods. Both methods are fine. Yeah, so also I use this kind of method to like actually not plan out my day sort of, but more like to keep myself in track and all of that sort of jazz. You know, what I do is it's actually a past thing of like last November. Oh my god, that was like 1 year ago. As you can see, I've made squares of everything. This was basically when I've had assignments and everything due on dates, and I just wanted to see how much I've studied and everything. And I mean, like now I don't have to study things. Like a cool tip to see how much you exactly did to like track your progress. So you map out your entire month and then you write it, like each block is in each date, like, and then on like the 1st of November you write, I've written a maths class, chemistry class, and assignment done. So that way I know that okay, on Monday I did these things, and then on days that I've actually highlighted with red means I haven't done anything, so I was like kind of bored and slugging around doing nothing. Those kind of days don't happen now because I'm like super packed up with jazz. That's a good method to keep up with all your stuff that you've done. I mean, you can use the blocks in your planner even, because I don't use the monthly view in my planner because that's just stupid. Okay, no one's gonna use your monthly planner. At least I don't. So I sometimes use that to like write down the things, or like the things I'm feeling that day, or like whatever. I mean, you can use that block method for so many things. Two things that I like to use it for is like kind of like positive affirmations for that day or something, or like what I felt that day, if it's a good day or bad day. And the second thing is to track your progress. Like I studied this many hours that day. You can like use the block method, like the monthly view or whatever, to like at least track those things if you're not using those pages of your planner. Because I mean, not so many people use that thing of their planner, but some people like love using that thing. So if you're that kind of person, you can just make a monthly view on, I don't know, any notebook that you use and do that. Even on your laptop, I mean, it's fine. Open a Word document and type it in. So that is how I plan my life. And now let's move on to the content planning portion of this video. Okay, so for that I will just go through it with you. I have a folder on my notes app called YouTube. Okay, so if you are a YouTuber or like blogger, content creator somehow, I'm just gonna take the YouTube example because that's what I resonate with a lot. Okay, so I have a folder on my notes app called YouTube, and if you don't know, you can make subfolders under folders on your notes app. Just Google it or whatever, and that is how I have made it. So I have actually 5 folders under the main folder thing called YouTube. That's content, links, publish, tips, and description. So my most used folders out of these 5 folders are content and description. I didn't even know I had links, publish, and tips in it until like right now, mainly because I don't use those folders for so many things, so I can actually delete those. But that's just a brief idea. I mean, I made links to actually link my stuff, like link stuff that I kind of have reference and referrals to. I still don't have those, so I'm still gonna keep that links folder in case I get some. And then published, I don't actually use that. You can like delete that. And tips, like tips, any tips I see on YouTube about how to grow YouTube, you know, so I have that folder also. Okay, let's talk about content. So I have a folder named content under the main folder YouTube, and in that I have a pinned note called content ideas. And what I do in content ideas is I just freaking write every idea I get in that notes folder. I mean, I have the same folder, like it syncs between my laptop and my phone. So every time I get an idea, let's say I just suddenly remember, okay, I mean, I could do a morning routine, I write it in my content ideas thing. It's a pinned note so that it's on the top, and I have like, I don't know, 50 ideas of content right now. So this how to plan your day, how to plan content video is also written in my content idea. So that's how I got that. So in that, you just write down any idea you see on Pinterest, on YouTube, on Instagram, in like your newspaper or whatever. I mean, if you're reading a book and you see a freaking amazing quote in that, you can put that there and be like, make video about this quote. Inspiration comes in all sorts of ways, honey, so just write it down. Okay, so I mean, content ideas as a pinned note, you need to have it. And then also in the content idea folder, I mean, content ideas, the note is pinned, and then I also have other notes where I sketch out the script. So for example, I made this video called tips to be productive. It's still in editing process, so it's not actually published yet, but tips to be productive. So I listed down all the productivity tips there and all the things that I need to talk about in that video, so that I know that everything's gonna be in that, so when I'm filming I can just refer to those notes and just say things. And also, like, if you want to do voiceovers, the things that you have to say in that voiceover, I write everything down under that. So let's say the video idea is 7 a.m. morning routine, I would make a note in my contents idea folder saying 7 a.m. morning routine and jot everything down. So I would be like, wake up at 7 a.m, work out, eat, sleep, blah blah, I'm not sleeping and stuff. And then if I have voiceovers, I will also write down the voiceovers in that specific note. So everything related to 7 a.m. productive morning routine would be in that one note, so that it's all there. And that way I'm like super organized and I know where everything is. Capiche? Good. So I don't delete notes after I'm done with them, because I need all those notes, and in case I have to like redo a video or something, I have everything there. And sometimes what I do is, it's a good tip for people who are YouTubers and bloggers at the same time, keep your sketched out script and turn that into a blog post, because it's already sketched out and all you have to do is like fill it with all the necessary words and write it down practically. That's how I sometimes write my blog posts, actually all the time, 100%. I just take all the YouTube videos I've made and just turn them into blog posts, because the script is already there. You just have to script it and edit it and like add the videos and the pictures and like bam, bam, bibbidi bam, you have a blog post. Okay, and I mean links, publish and tips, no one cares about those. Description. So I have in my description folder, I have a note with my current description pinned at the top, and also some hashtags for not YouTube, actually, like YouTube related hashtags, but like the most important one over there is description. So my description is there with all the links, every product link I link. Like a few tips for you guys to add to your description is links, like if you have blogs or your social medias and filming equipment. If someone goes to your description and sees your filming equipment and it's like, oh, I like that tripod, I'm gonna buy that, you get a freaking affiliate link and put it there. And then someone goes and clicks on it and buys something. It doesn't have to be the tripod. If someone buys a freaking scented candle, you get a commission, like I don't know, $2 or whatever, but still it's $2. So add those things, and also your social media. And also it's also kind of fun to add how many subscribers you have, so that your people, like your followers, can see how you grow with each video and what videos went trending, so that in the future if they want to make channels, they can kind of get inspired by that, you know. And also I kind of added Q&A in there, so like that is my description, it's there. And after that, what I do is I open notes. Like for every single video I do, I open a new note and put the name of that video and the specific description for that video, because I mean, not all the descriptions are going to be the same, right? I mean, I'm going to explain what the video is about. I'll probably have product links for specific videos and specific things for each video. So because of that, I don't use the same description for everything. But the description template is going to be highlighted and pinned, so it's all pinned over there, it's just there. Okay guys, it's simple as that. And I like the content ideas, I don't delete them. I have all the descriptions, because in case something happens and my YouTube gets hacked or something, I have literally all of my descriptions right here on my laptop, so that I can just upload it again. So yes, that is how I content plan. The same way it's for like social media and my blog posts. I have specific folders on my notes app for social media, like for social media, and under social media I have Instagram and TikTok and Reels.
Because now we got Reels.
And for blog, I just sometimes I take the content planning things I did for my YouTube channel, or like I kind of also have some ideas for like blog posts that I can't exactly make YouTube videos yet, or like not qualified yet to make those extremely fun YouTube videos, but I also can just write it in a blog post. I have those ideas too, so I just kind of have a specific folder for blog posts and social media, so that I can just plan things out and all there in case something happens, and in case I want to recreate a video or recreate a social media post or like remake a TikTok or whatever, it's right there. And a tip for you guys to social media planning is to open a freaking folder for hashtags and just put it there, so like every time you post something related to motivation or like planning or like law of attraction, let's say, just copy those sets of hashtags and paste them on your freaking photo, and you will get the traction. And I've also seen some videos, like some YouTubers and some Instagram people do, they put the thumbnail or like the picture they're using for Instagram also in that note, so that in case they lose the picture even, they have that. I need to start incorporating that because that's a really good point, right? I mean, you should have pictures also in your notes app. And also someone taught me recently that you can scan images through your notes app, so that's also a cool feature. Not related to planning your day, but kind of a cool feature, right? Yes. Okay, my mouth literally hurts now. So that is it for my how to plan your day plus content planning video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you actually kind of figured out how to plan your day now, because it's interesting. And if you want a few tips on like extra things I do to plan my day and plan content, is that I use sticky notes. I'm in love with sticky notes. I also use like one huge sticky note on my laptop over here saying write on me. I'll show you that. And I just write all these basic junk I get into my mind that I need to do on there, because in case it's not things I need to plan out, it's just random jot down things that are related to my videos and like random things that I need to like get done. So I just kind of jot down in that. Or if I have a sticky note lying around, I most probably don't write in that. I always write in my sticky note on my laptop, but I kind of have the sticky note just in case I need to paste it somewhere and do blah blah stuff. Okay. And the second extra tip thing I use for planning is my Leuchtturm 1917, this diary thingy, planner, Google journal thing. I just jot down ideas of various things, like this yoga challenge. I didn't do it. Budget, spelled budget wrong. And also like random things I do for assignments and stuff. I just plan things out on this. This is actually a buddy of mine that I just take everywhere and just do random things in. And also this notebook I use for like to-do lists and basic planning and like event planning for my family. So these two are my babies that I take everywhere I go. And yeah, I mean, sticky notes, use color pens, color coordinations to your life to make it easier. And also have an organized space, because if you don't have an organized space, you can't literally plan your day. Because I mean, you will be cleaning a room the entire time without actually planning things and getting freaking shit done. So have a clean space, plan things out, and have fun. Okay. And also, I mean, content planning you can do anywhere you want. That's just how I do it. I don't use any books or pens or paper for that. I just simply do it on my laptop because it's easy. Because I mean, you can just copy paste the description and everything. I mean, that's easy, right? And I also don't actually physically write in a notebook now, like the sketching of like actual video planning, because like I said, I use my YouTube video planning to do my blog posts. So because of that, it's completely all digital. My content planning, at least, all digital. My other like normal day-to-day planning stuff I do on notebooks and digital. I cannot say that word. Okay, and the lighting is really bad. Oh my god, I look freaking bright now. Okay, so I hope you like this video and the light went. Like, comment, share. Also comment down below what your favorite planning method is. Do you like planners or digital planners or not? And I will see you next time. Bye guys.